Welcome back to another video. It is July the 31st, almost wrapping up another month. Can't believe how quickly this year has gone by. Um, more shenanigans coming out of Trump's visit to the UK. This time involving the king. The Mercian News on X, Twitter, reported that apparently the king is appalled by Trump's recent comments in press conferences regarding the immigration in Europe. He's appalled and has voiced concerns that, or is concerned that during Trump's upcoming state visit back to the UK in September, that Trump will go on a rant about migration. And he's appalled by this because he's been an advocate of tolerance throughout his entire life. What really gets me with this is that I have yet to see either the head of state, the king, or the head of the government, Starmer, truly voice concern about what unfettered waves of migration is doing. We're not hearing anything from Starmer at all, except for labeling those who voice concern, voice opposition, labeling them as right wing, and the king has said absolutely nothing. The only head of state I've seen now in the UK voicing concern and suggesting that something be done, that the brakes be applied, is a foreign head of state, namely Donald Trump. Nobody else has said it. I mean, there's concerns coming from other political voices, Farage, Ben Habib, Lowe. They're saying things, but unfortunately, they don't really have at this point much to do with dictating domestic policy. But the only one who's come in and actually said something has been Trump, and the best the king can do is say that he is appalled. Now, I've always been a royalist, more so over the past several years. I display proudly in my office my Queen's Commission. I believe that the monarchy plays a constitutional monarchy, and the monarchy in the UK plays a very important role within the broader British Constitution. It largely, there's historical continuity in our monarchy going back centuries. It gives us a sense of identity. It gives us a sense of tradition. It embodies a lot of the values, I think, that we all share. The king or the monarch's responsibility within that is to embody the values, the tradition, the history of the British people, and ultimately to represent the British people. The British people are very concerned about what's happening on many different levels. But yet the king is being completely tone deaf, like Starmer, like many in the current government, completely tone deaf to what people are feeling. If the king wants to be appalled about something, and if he wants to step into the political sphere and start making political statements, address the cost of living. The cost of living is affecting your subjects, King Charles. Address the assault on the freedom of speech. Where are you with regards to Lucy Connolly? Why have you said absolutely nothing? Why are you silent on this? Why are you silent on the state of the NHS? Again, something which the British in 1948 with the birth of the NHS, the United Kingdom set a standard, a gold standard in healthcare and in how the government was taking care of its people. That's completely being eroded. Where are you with this? If you want to make a political statement, say something that impacts and truly is of importance to the British people. If you have nothing to say, about those things, about matters that concern the British people, then do like your mother did and say absolutely nothing. Your voice is, in this case, is completely meaningless, and quite frankly, I find it insulting. If you're not going to say anything about matters that are truly concerning the day-to-day lives of British people, then say absolutely nothing. It's almost like we need another Runnymede. We need to bring the king to Runnymede and to remind him of what his role is within the broader British Constitution. He has an important role to play, but he's not playing it. He wants to step in when something offends one of his own personal sensitivities. Have an opinion, by all means have an opinion. Hate Trump, be all in favor of mass migration, have those opinions, but keep it to yourself. We do not want to hear it. If you're going to say something political, then say something political that will serve to better the lives of your subjects. Don't say anything to inflame already heightened worries and fears. We'll see what happens in September when Trump comes back to visit. I think right now, though, the king is setting a very dangerous precedent. He's potentially running the risk of alienating himself and the entire royal family from the British people. The king lives a very, listen, I'm not saying that they don't work for their money, that you know the public appearances, the events they attend every day, they're on duty 24/7. But I do think that you also have a very privileged life. You live in palaces behind big fences and big iron gates with armed troops and personal bodyguards. You don't live the lives of the people. You don't live the lives of the people on the streets in the city in which you live. Dealing with increasing levels of crime, the breakdown of neighborhoods. You're not living that life. So until you do step out onto the street, see the lives people are living, have something of value to say to improve those lives, then say absolutely nothing. You could run the risk of losing the support of the British people, which I think overwhelmingly right now, especially, well, it was, I think, during when the late Queen passed, I think there was a lot of support for the monarchy, for the royal family, but I think that will start to disappear. The more you show that you're out of touch, that will start to disappear. Anyhow, guys, I just, I saw that this morning, and I've always got a sense that Charles has been completely out of touch, has been very existed on a different level, and really has been hard to relate to. And as much as he's been, I think, had a hard time relating to the British people, but this really takes it to another level. This really absolutely takes it to another level, and it's not good. It's not good. I hope that the monarchy will get back to where it should be. Some people are saying that maybe it's time that he abdicate and let William take over, but who knows? I mean, by all accounts, William is potentially just as woke as Charles. So it might not be looking good for the monarchy. I don't think it will take too much before people start raising the question of, is it time to revert to, or is it time to become a republic? We'll see. Anyhow, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Appreciate you subscribing, and if you like this video, giving it a thumbs up. But until the next one, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.